welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Jennifer, a Cameroonian working in Saudi Arabia. You're welcome back. For every returning subscriber, you're welcome. And for all my new subscribers, you're also highly welcome to the channel. So today is a very exciting topic I want to share with us. Something I think has long overdue. I should have shared a long time ago. I don't know what was holding me back, but I'm here, eventually ready to share. So today, as you've seen in the title, the pros and cons of working and living in Saudi Arabia. Now, people, the list might be excessively long, so because I don't want to make this video too long, I will focus on what I consider to be the immediate ones I can talk about now, or the ones that I think are more necessary to talk about. So if you want more, you can give me a request in the comment section. If you have any other question, I'm going to leave my Instagram handle. You can text me your questions and we do a video about it. So the pros and cons of working and living in Saudi Arabia. First thing you should know a little bit about Saudi Arabia. What is Saudi Arabia? It's a country in the Middle East, an Arabic country, one of the largest Arab countries in the Middle East, and it's surrounded by many other countries such as Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, the UAE, so many. And Saudi Arabia is known for its one of its major mineral resources, which is oil, and it's also known as the home or the holy land for the Arabs because of the Kaaba that is here. So that's about the religion. Okay, coming back to our pros and cons. Now, before we go right into it, I want to make a disclaimer. Everything I'm saying here and now is my personal experience. Nothing I'm saying here is from someone. I'm just sharing my experience with someone. So someone's opinion might differ with mine, or people's experiences might be different. So I am sharing my personal experience. So let's go. The first thing, or the first pro of living in Saudi, I think, is the security. Saudi Arabia, I think, is one of the most secured countries, or I've experienced its security. It's very secured. You can move out at any time of the day, at night. No one is going to harass you. No one is going to attack you. In fact, all shoppings. Personally, I love shopping in the night. Most of the times, people move out at night. You can go anywhere at night. It's very secure and safe. So security is one of the major pros you will find in this country. Now, number two, I think for me is the working conditions. That's depending on your job. For my job in the education sector, I think the working conditions are very, very good. Meaning you have a very arranged and programmed schedule, and it is based on every institution, but the working schedule is very good and flexible. So I think that's a very big pro, the schedule of work. And again, I said it's depending on your type of work. So I'm specifically talking about the education sector. Still about the education sector, another pro, something that I think is a big advantage, is free education. Now, when I mean free education, as an expatriate, if you want, to be enrolled in the Arabic sector. If you are a Muslim and you want your children or you want to be enrolled in the education sector, it is 100% free. Your kids get to go to school for free. So I think it's a very good pro. It's a very good pro for me. So anyone that wants to enroll in the Arabic sector, you get to have free education. Another pro that I realized and I'm noticing, and is something that keeps changing, is the development in this country. This is one of the places where I have seen rapid changes when it comes to development. The roads, the constructions, it changes. I can say every day you see new developments. Fixing of roads, you will hardly see a bad road in an area for a very long time. So they keep developing their country every day, bringing in good amenities and good facilities for every of their citizens. So I think that's a big pro for them. Another advantage or pro I would say about living in this country is the availability of many resources. Saudi Arabia, generally the conception people have is a very dry land. It's true, it's dry and sunny, but surprisingly enough, they have everything when it comes to food, from vegetables to fruits. Surprisingly, they don't grow these things, but it is here. Every food you can think of, you will find in Africa. Sorry, you will find in Saudi Arabia. Maybe some of the food we have back home, you don't get it here. But when I talk on a general term, Saudi Arabia imports a lot of fresh food. So I think that is a pro for the country. I also, another pro which I think is good in the country is the insurance system for health, where you get to have insurance that covers some sort of a percentage of your medications depending on the illness. I think that is a pro, and that too is related to the job you have. So I think that is a pro too for the kingdom. Well, I could keep listing them on and on and on and on, but because I don't want to make the video too long, let's go to the cons, just those that will pop up. Now, one of the biggest cons that I think for expatriates or foreigners working in Saudi Arabia, for people that are not used to, is the weather condition. My dear people, this country is extremely hot. When I mean hot, especially when it's summer, from May, let's go back a little bit, April, May, June, July, August. If you are a foreigner here and you have experienced that, the country is extremely hot. So much so that people don't like going out in the day. Everything you are using as a means of transportation, if there is no AC, you can not make it. So that's a big disadvantage, but what can you do? So people have learned to survive. There's the availability of air conditions in every home. You will never meet a home in Saudi without an AC or a fan because of that harsh weather condition. So if you're someone who cannot manage heat, then you cannot live and work in Saudi Arabia. Another con or disadvantage of living and working here, for someone who is single, or even if you're married and you're not here with your family like me, is you get to be very lonely. Yeah, when you don't have your family with you, if you're living here as a single, as an expatriate without family, you get to be very lonely, and I tell you, it is depressing. Sharing my experience with you all, maybe I will have to do a different video for that, especially during the lockdown when I didn't get to travel. back home because we were locked here. I didn't get to go for vacation. It was one of the hardest times of my life. So when you don't have a family here, you don't have anyone. The worst, if you don't have friends or relatives or you don't know anyone, it's so depressing. So that's a disadvantage. Another disadvantage, I think, or kind of working and living in Saudi is the dependency fee. Like as an expatriate, when you're here with your family, it's a good thing, but you get to pay taxes on each dependency family member under you. It could be your kids, your parents. If you're the one that is responsible for them, you get to pay an amount of tax per head every month, which is generally very, if you want to sum it up, depending on your number of family members, it's generally high. You come here to work, right? And you're definitely here because you want to work and maybe save to, better your life back home. But at the end of the day, you see yourself spending all of that money here to pay the taxes. So it's a con for me. And another disadvantage or con, I think, is the length of time you need to stay before seeing your family. It could be a pro, at the same time it could be a con. Now there are some jobs where you have, it depends on your contract too. Some jobs you have 2 years contracts, some even 5-year contracts before you have a vacation. Some 9 months, some 1 year. So it's a con depending on your job. So I think without further expanding or making this video too long, I'm going to end here with the pros and cons of living in Saudi Arabia. So let's say this video should be part 1. We can prepare ourselves with the questions you sent to me for part 2. So if you have any question, I'm going to leave my Instagram handle. You can send me your questions and we would do a part 2 eventually. So thank you for staying glued, and please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Please make sure to hit on the notification button so you get notified whenever I upload new videos. Bye bye and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.